Hi YouTube, it's Katrina and welcome to my new YouTube channel. Today we are going to be just diving into what's going to be happening for 2025 this year. Two things that were on my goal list. One was to start a YouTube channel. The other one was to lose weight. Those were at the top of my list. So today we're going to kill two birds with one stone. And that's going to be starting out with a cleanse. We are going to be starting out with the 10-day green smoothie cleanse. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to go over the list of the first 5 days, all of the produce, all of the items that are needed to get started for the first 5 days. So I have a special helper with me in the background. This is my granddaughter.
I'm Robin. Hi, guys.
And she is going to be picking up some of the things that are going to be needed on the list. And we're going to go through this list kind of quickly. So if you need to grab a pen and a piece of paper, why don't you go ahead and do that now. And I'm going to turn around here and we're going to see what Robin is going to pick up first. We're going to start with this area, and it's quite an extensive list, sort of, kind of. But it's everything we're going to need for the first 5 days of this cleanse. Now, this cleanse is like a jump start for my weight loss journey. So what has happened over the past few years is I've kind of let myself go a little bit. Haven't really been watching what I've been eating. Just kind of got off track with exercising and things like that, like a lot of us do. And I don't know about you, but once you hit like any age over, I'm going to say 40, it seems like it gets harder and harder to lose weight. Not only is it hard to lose weight, but you begin to have different aches and pains like in your joints if you're not taking care of your body and if you're not eating properly. So this is going to help me to do a restart for this year and kind of get back into shape and to take better care of my health, because I want to be around not just for myself or my husband, but I also want to be around for my grandkids to see them live a long, prosperous life also. I'm sure you do also. And while I'm going over the items on the list, if you have tried the 10-day green smoothie cleanse, I want you to put it in the comments. Let me know if it worked for you or if it did not work for you. Let me know what type of results you eventually had at the end of your 10-day cleanse. Let me know if you tried some other different varieties, or if you tried whichever way you tried it, the full cleanse or the partial cleanse. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so we're going to turn around and Robin is going to hold up the first item we're going to need is a big bunch of grapes. It doesn't really say how many grapes, it just says a bunch of grapes. We also, the first 5 days, you're going to need 3 bananas. Okay? You're going to need about 20 ounces of spinach. Now, each bag is about 8 ounces, so I bought 3. So that ended up being like 21 ounces is what it ended up being. So I'm a little bit over, but I can always use it for the next 5 days, the next go around. Another thing you're going to need is a big bunch of kale. It doesn't really say how much kale is going to be needed, but a bunch of kale. So I just bought a big bag of it. Another thing we're going to need going to be 6 apples. I have a bag of apples, but as long as you have 6 apples, that's going to be enough for your cleanse for the first 5 days. And you may need them for the remainder of 5 days. So whatever you have left over, it's going to be something useful for the next 5 days, okay? All right, and then we're going to need about 20 ounces of spring mix. Now, this bag has about 5 ounces. And then we have a big tub back there, and I believe it's 16 ounces, I want to say. Yes, 16 ounces. So once again, that's 21 ounces, still a little bit over, but that's okay. We're going to use everything. We're not going to waste any of this produce for this cleanse. Another thing we're going to need is going to be frozen peaches. We are going to need probably about 20 ounces of peaches. But this bag, I believe it has, let's see, pull that bag bag up again. This bag has 16 ounces. So I actually purchased 2 from Aldi. All of this produce came from Aldi, just to see if I could try to save a little bit of money this go around. So I have 2 bags of the frozen peaches. So I'm way over with that. Another thing we're gonna need is the blueberries. We're gonna need some frozen blueberries, about 20 ounces also. And then we're going to need mango chunks. And I have like a little cheat sheet with the book going here to try to make sure that I'm giving you guys the correct information. You need about 6 ounces of mangoes. So you don't really need a whole lot, but like I said, none of this is gonna go to waste. We're gonna be able to use a lot of it in the remainder 5 days of the cleanse, okay? Another thing you're gonna need is a berry medley or some mixed berries. We're gonna need about 10 ounces of mixed berries. And this one is actually 32 ounces, but once again, we're gonna be using it for the remainder 5 days after this, okay? So we're gonna move some of this stuff back. And next I wanna talk about tea. Because in the book it talks about using like a detox tea, and the preferred brand that she mentions, JJ Smith mentions, was the Yogi brand. So I have the roasted dandelion spice detox tea, and I've tried this. When I tried it years ago in the past, I tried the dandelion and I really enjoyed it. So I decided to go back with the dandelion tea. Not only the dandelion tea, but I was able to find another detox boost tea or another detox tea. And as you can see, this was purchased from a Rite Aid here in our area. I'm not for sure if you guys have Rite Aid in your area. It's a drugstore. So if you do, you may want to check and see. This box was actually, it looks like, this box was $2. So if you have different types of detox tea, you want to make sure that you have that all ready and set to go. Another thing that I want to mention was you're going to have to get a box of stevia, because you're not going to be able to use white sugar. On this cleanse, you can't have any of the white sugars, the white breads. You can't eat anything like that, like muffins, bagels, nothing like that. So they want to take all of those things that have like white sugar, white flour, things like that. It's going to be removed from this cleanse. Okay, so make sure you purchase a nice size box of stevia, because you may want one, you're going to be putting it into your smoothies and if needed or as needed, and you're also you may be using it for your tea. So make sure you have a big box of this. It's going to come in handy. Another thing that it mentioned was a sea salt. Now I don't remember using sea salt in the last time I did this years ago when I tried the 10-day green smoothie diet, but it mentioned this in a book, so I thought I better grab it just in case. Not really for sure how I'm going to use this. I thought I kind of tried to stay away from salt, but I don't remember, so I did purchase it just in case. All right, now we want to get into the snacks, because I don't know about you, in between those meals or in between smoothies or whatever I'm doing for that day or that week or that month, I'm a big snacker. So I wanted to make sure that I had things on hand, and the book also mentions that you're gonna need some things to snack on, some healthy things that you're gonna need to snack on. So when it's time, when you're going through this smoothie cleanse and your body is cleansing itself of all those impurities, your body is still going to be craving some things, especially at the beginning. And what you want to do is make sure that you have healthy things available. Try to get rid of all the stuff that's not healthy out of your cabinets, out of the pantry. You don't want those things readily available, because I don't know if you're anything like me, but I like to kind of grab those things, or I'm kind of getting up in the middle of the night thinking about, what I can have. So we have some healthy things. The book mentions either some natural almonds, some raw almonds, or any type of nut you can get. Make sure it's raw and make sure that it does not have any salt included in it. So I purchased some almonds, a nice size bag, and I'll probably be going back to get another type of nuts because that is something that I do like to snack on. So I'll probably be going back to get another type of nut, either raw or without salt, okay? And another thing that you can have is carrots. You can snack on carrots, you know, anytime throughout the cleanse. That's a easy, healthy snack to choose. And I also picked up some cucumbers to snack on just in case, and I'll probably be either coming up with some type of vinegar that I can like splash on here, or maybe just eat them just raw, just straight out of the pack. So with that being said, the last thing that I have is grapefruit. Now, a friend of mine, I believe she had a lot of these left over from Christmas or from the holidays, so she's trying to get rid of them, and I thought, what better time for me to grab an extra snack or an extra fruit to go along with my cleanse, or, you know, in between to help me with my snacking. And I found in the past that grapefruit kind of kills those cravings for me. So it's kind of helpful for me. So I'm going to be kind of incorporating some grapefruit into my cleanse this go around. So I have probably about 7 or 8 grapefruit that I'm going to include into this cleanse. Okay? And once again, it's going to be for 10 days. And it's stating that I should lose probably about 10 to 15 pounds in the 10 days if I do it exactly, you know, how the recipe calls, if I'm using everything that the recipe calls for. So I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to it, because it's kind of hard when you're out of shape and you're out of breath when you're going up and down the steps, or you're starting to feel the little aches and pains in your joints. I think I'm kind of over all that, especially at the age that I'm at right now. It's time to kick my healthy habits back into gear, to get back into shape, and just to be a better version of me. So if you're interested in following along with me, I want you to join me for day 1. This is just the kickoff for this cleanse. Day 1 is going to follow, and I'm going to come up with a playlist to go through all 10 days. So if you're interested in losing weight, or you just want to join me on my weight loss journey, please join me. I want you to subscribe
and like and comment, and make sure you smash that little bell, and we'll see you
Smash that bell.
And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.